Hey again, this is part 3 of my story. So, back to the ages of 11, 12, 13, I really loved drawing. I used to want to be a fashion designer. I used to draw a lot. And of course, my family only laughed at me for it. Like, I remember my mom saying, "There's no food for food designers, you gotta pick something else." And she was very consistent. I was maybe 12, couldn't really I mean, I tried, but it depended on more than my word. So I never quit drawing at that point, but I didn't really stand a chance of pursuing that dream. Of course, if I wanted to, I had to go to drawing courses and prepare myself to the art school, which was very tough to get in, like crazy tough. There were crazy talented people in my town. I remember it's called the town of artists, so it's flooded with artists and very, very talented ones, and I was okay. Yeah, I have a talent, but I was okay. I hadn't had the opportunity to develop it, to even start to develop it. So I had to choose something else. And I chose I chose medicine. And I had that dream of being a doctor for maybe not 20 but 15, 16 years, and I was sure that's what I wanted up until last year. I mean, my whole being wanted that. I really have passion for science and medicine. I do. I love helping people. Maybe I'll talk about that later. But yeah, I changed my dream. I continue to draw a little bit, but just a little bit. And I got into science class. It was a very special one. I had to do exams and all that. I got into the first school I wanted, a very good high school. Oh my god, I thought I heard the siren. It's just the music coming from the other room. Sorry. I forgot where I was. Anyhow, I love science. I didn't give up anything. I just changed a bit. And so until 9th grade I lived there. Then my mother and I moved countries for the better future of me, for both of us. Anyhow, we moved countries and I left my father there. At that point we weren't even meeting. I don't remember what was the reason, but my mom was bombarding me with negative stuff about him. That never succeeded though. I always loved him. I always believed that he loved us too, or at least me. But at some point we stopped meeting. I don't know. Maybe she got to him or me or whatever. I was maybe 15 at that point. So yeah, at that point I still had a female friend, although I kind of stopped trusting in females anymore. After moving schools, after my parents' divorce, I got into a new school, and I was the new girl. Some of the boys liked me. The girls' gang, in which I used to belong in the beginning, one day turned around and decided to boycott me or whatever. So bullying at school started very early. Not even that at that point, even before that, even when I was still living with both of my parents, and I never handled that really good. I mean, I never stood up for myself until the last moment. I mean, until it got really ugly. They would push me, they would say disgusting stuff. I would just, avoid conflict. That was my thing. I would avoid conflict, the price of being, I don't know, humiliated. But I did, until one day the toughest girl of the gang, it was like a gang, came to me and started picking on me as usual, but then started getting physical, like pushing me and kicking me. Then I remember I stopped remembering, kind of blackout for me, because I only remember the end of this scene when I was kicking her and everyone was shouting for me, not against me. I mean, I always would say, just leave me alone, I don't want to fight. I'm not a fighting person. I don't want to harm anyone. I don't want to be harmed. I don't like being hit. I don't like hitting people. And they would continue, so at that point I guess I just got all of my rage against that stupid girl who was taller than me with 2 heads over me, and she was stronger and she was meaner and evil. At least that's how she behaved. So I kind of proved you shouldn't mess with me or whatever. But at that point I really didn't trust girls anymore. I just stopped trusting people much. I still tried later on, but girls I just started disliking, and you can understand why. After that I had a friend who lied to me about something really important for like 8 months and stabbed me in the back, and that was the end of it. No more girlfriends, just one friend who was a guy in 9th grade. That's it. I didn't trust anyone. Yeah. So trusting and PTSD, childhood PTSD, it's very connected. You can understand why. I'm gonna be continuing this in the next part, so stay tuned. Bye.